Welcome to another edition of Anthony T's Uncensored. I'm Anthony T, and I'm about ready to talk about this fucking promotion. That's right. As you might know, this fucking promotion is WWE because they did something I can't even figure out again. They released Bray Wyatt. The same Bray Wyatt that is super over with the fans. They give this guy the lousiest angles. They make him lose almost all the time. But the fans still love him. The Fiend was a big merch seller. I don't get their business stance. Ever since Nick Khan has come into this promotion, it's been chaotic. More so than last year. It's like he's releasing people left and right. You have Braun Strowman, big contract, gone. Bray Wyatt, big contract, gone. Who's the next big star to go? Seriously. The problem is with this promotion, I think, has to be Nick Khan. And fuck him and fuck Vince McMahon for releasing Bray Wyatt. The Fiend was pretty much one of the only few things I actually cared about in WWE. I was super fucking pissed when he lost to Randy Orton at this year's WrestleMania. It's like, what the fuck? You start night 2 with the Fiend losing to Randy Orton, and it really went downhill for Bray Wyatt in this company. Seriously. He did a promo the next night on quite possibly one of the worst episodes of Raw ever. It really confirmed to me why I never watch Monday Night Raw because, well, the booking on that show is so horrendous. And I think that's part of the reason why The Fiend wasn't this big superstar. Because the way they booked The Fiend in this company was horrendous. This could have been the biggest act since The Undertaker. This had The Undertaker vibe to it, this character. And then WWE fucks it up with their Hollywood fucking writers. And that's right, I'm saying Hollywood writers because these people do not know what the fuck wrestling is. Seriously. Most of these people in this writing room have no clue what to start a story and build it for months on end to a satisfying conclusion. They have no clue. I don't know if it's the writing team or if Vince McMahon is just lost his mind. And that's another story for another time. Because truly, I really think Vince McMahon has lost his mind in the last year. WWE used to be a great company. Now, Vince McMahon is making horrible decisions with the help of Nick Khan. We're not going to let Nick Khan off the hook here for this because this guy's a fucking idiot. It's like, oh, I don't want to be in the red. This company continues to make profits every quarter. But still, we don't want to get to the red. We just want to get further and further and further and further from the red. When you're doing that, it sends one signal. I think WWE will be sold within the next 3 to 5 years. Maybe even sooner. Because Braun Strowman, big contract, was gone. Now Bray Wyatt's gone. But the mind-boggling thing about Bray Wyatt's release was the fact that he was a big merch seller for this company. Whether it's the mask, the Firefly Funhouse characters, or whether it was the Fiend. He was a merch seller. Everybody liked him. He had the coolest entrance in wrestling. And WWE just threw it away like they've thrown everything else away. This company does not want to be popular with the hardcore base. It likes to give the middle finger to the hardcore wrestling fan. And this is, quite frankly, why WWE has been on this roller coaster ride over the last 2 years with all these releases. They need to attract all audiences. You can still do a family-friendly show, but you can attract the family-friendly crowd, but you also need to attract the hardcore wrestling fans as well. Because the hardcore wrestling fans will help you make even more money. I don't get what the hell they're doing. Bray Wyatt was a creative genius, but he was discarded. I did not like hearing this news, especially when I was on vacation, quite frankly. This happened Saturday when I was at Terrificon. I was not thrilled. When I go to a convention on vacation, I like to have a good time. I like to enjoy myself. I don't like to hear bad news, or breaking news like this. That made my jaw drop to the floor in the middle of the convention center. I'm telling you. I don't get why they released Bray Wyatt. You're just going to let Bray Wyatt now walk over to AEW. Unless your plan, Vince, is to hope AEW signs up everybody to the point where it drives them out of business. Why are you letting these people go, Vince? Seriously. Is this just to see if AEW will sign these people and have it go out of business? Because if AEW signs these people and they keep firing on all cylinders, that's not going to happen, Vince. AEW will become the hottest ticket in town. Look in their New York show. Last time I heard they sold, I think, around 15,000 tickets at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Look at their pre-sales for their most recent Chicago show for a Rampage taping. It was around 12,000 tickets, I believe, on the first day. Even though it helps that a certain individual, CM Punk, may be showing up at that show. But Vince continues to be in denial that AEW is competition. You're just letting all this talent go to the competition. Sooner or later, it's going to backfire. Like when the time you guys tried to sign up all the indie talent. You knew this day was coming. You tried to get rid of AEW quickly with NXT. That didn't work. So what do? You job out the NXT champion in 2.5 minutes, having Karrion Kross lose to Jeff Hardy. Effectively, really killing that brand. Because really, why should I care about NXT if you're embarrassing the NXT champion on Monday Night Raw? Seriously. Why should I care about that, Vince? And before everybody starts to blame Alexa Bliss, please Don't do it. It is not her fault. It is not Alexa Bliss's fault that she has been given this goth-like character, which is more in lines with The Fiend. It is WWE booking that gave her this character. Alexa Bliss is a very good talent. She's done a really good job with her character. But once we see her on TV, there's going to be major backlash against her. And I'm imploring you fans, don't. Don't get angry at her. If you want to get angry at certain people, get angry at John Laurinaitis, get angry at Nick Khan, who has more power than the previous vice presidents of this company had. Because it seems like he has an open checkbook to do whatever he wants in cutting all these people. And also blame Vince McMahon. Blame Laurinaitis, Nick Khan, and Vince McMahon for the reason Bray Wyatt is not on the WWE roster anymore. Because those three men are destroying WWE by releasing fan favorites. I wonder who's next to be released. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Cesaro. Those three people, I think, are the next people to be released, quite frankly. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if tomorrow Kevin Owens got released. Cesaro got released. Wouldn't surprise me after AJ Styles drops the tag team titles, he gets released. It's ridiculous, everyone. They're getting rid of all the fan favorites so they can shove down the John Cena's, the Roman Reigns, and the Bill Goldbergs down your throat. And that is not good for this company. That's all I have to say about this fucking promotion. As WWE is a fucking pitiful promotion that is being more about Vince McMahon and less about pleasing the fans. And it's been like that for quite a while, people. It's been the Vince McMahon show booking for an audience of one.